Yeah, go ahead. What is it?
Alright. What's your favorite food ever? This is tough.
Salad,
Mac and cheese,
pancakes, and popcorn.
My dad's steak.
Pizza, so good.
What food do you dislike most? I hate cheese.
vegetables,
Spinach.
Tomatoes.
What's a face you make when you eat raw tomato?
I don't eat it at all.
What do you do when someone gives you food you don't like? Play with it until it got cold.
I'll say, hey, what's that? They look that way.
Right, because if it was gross, why would I want to eat it?
Did you know that 1 out of every 5 kids doesn't have enough food to eat? 1 out of 5. 1 out of every 5 kids.
Can you turn the bag around and look at the other side?
Oh,
I didn't know it was in America.
I don't know what to say to that. Makes me feel bad. Makes me want to cry.
Wow.
That's a lot of kids.
It's kind of unfair because some people have too much stuff and some people have too little.
For me, I always get to eat lunch. And if that's a meal that I'm missing, I would feel very disappointed.
Makes me feel like, what are we going to do to fix this?
What is something we can do to help fight hunger together?
So over there we have a wall with tons of ideas, and we want to add your idea to the wall.
Kids could think, oh, that's not possible, or oh, I'm too young to do this. But it is possible, and you're not too young to do it.
Donate money as much as I can.
Make Thanksgiving every day.
We should all get a group and try to find the foods that would be easiest to give.
And we can take the food to homes where they don't have food.
That's a small way to have a big effect.
Post videos about children not being able to eat.
Everyone brings canned food, and they build a big fort, and then they donate all the canned food.
And then they could have everything for free.
If there was a machine that could make food, my machine would change it to 0 to 5 kids being hungry.
The tiniest ripples make the biggest waves. If all the kids in the world got together and did something big, they could impact the whole world.
I use that to introduce the Advisor Challenge, that we are collecting food by advisor. This is going to be non-perishable food items by advisor. It's going to start right now and it's going to end on Wednesday, December 20th. There's going to be prizes. The first 3 placing advisors are going to have prizes, and we're going to do it by weight, not by food items. Some great items would be canned foods, canned nuts, peanut butter jelly, macaroni cheese, spaghetti noodles, oatmeal, dry cereal, rice, hamburger helper, canned soup, canned fruits, canned vegetables. So if everybody brings a little bit, if they have some food to spare, that would be great. And I will throw in some jelly beans as well for the top 3 advisors. We are off and running on our next Bob lesson, which is titled, Why Do People Act Disrespectfully? But first, let's be our best this week at HMS. Let's be Bob. Let's be safe. Let's be responsible. Let's be respectful. Let's be learner. I'm going to start by asking a question. Why are we talking about disrespectful behavior today? We're talking about disrespectful behavior for 2 primary reasons. When we understand why we are acting disrespectfully towards others and how it doesn't help us in the end, hopefully we can learn replacement alternative behaviors instead of acting disrespectfully towards one another. The second reason is when other people act disrespectfully towards us, we can gain a rational understanding of why they're being disrespectful, which leads to a couple things. Building empathy and understanding for them as a fellow human being gives us an understanding that keeps us from personalizing it. I don't know why. So many times it's a natural human response. Somebody disrespects us, we personalize it. We think, what the heck did I do? When so much of the time we didn't do anything. Because when we personalize it, we give the person disrespecting us what they want, which is the power or the response that they are looking for. Why do people act disrespectfully? Well, the number one reason is projection. The number one reason people act disrespectfully is because they have some sort of fear, worry, frustration, anger that they are sitting on, and they want to put it on somebody else. By projecting this fear or anger or worry or name the negative emotion, they put it onto someone else, usually through verbally disrespecting someone else. If this is you and you have a habit of doing this, instead of projecting your unwanted emotion onto someone else, why not talk to a trusted friend or counselor about what is going on with you? Go exercise, listen to music, journal, walk your dog, have a healthy coping mechanism instead of bullying or disrespecting somebody else. Take actions to correct whatever negative is going on with you in your life, because at the end of the day, we only truly have control over us as human beings, and we can't control other people. Second reason why people act disrespectfully. Many times people act disrespectfully because they either are jealous or envious of you, or they view you as a threat to maybe their social status or their own achievements. By disrespecting you, they attempt to knock you down a notch. Think of it as being in a swimming pool where you and another person cannot touch the bottom and you're treading water, and that other person dunks you down to lift themselves up out of the water. But we know that disrespecting someone else out of jealousy, envy, or because they're a threat does not organically change your status. It just makes you look like a jerk. It makes you look like a bully. In the long term, once you become exposed, people will see the situations for what they really are, and you will earn a reputation. And chances are you will lose respect from other people instead of gaining it. Why do people act disrespectfully? Reason number 3, some people act disrespectfully because they crave having power over other people. It is a normal desire to have power and control over your circumstances in life. For sure, that's what we all want. And unfortunately, in many circumstances in life, we have no power over. So many conversations I have with students in my office revolve around this, things that they cannot control. The key is we should always ask ourselves, at what cost is having this power and control coming? If it's coming at negative or adverse, that's not good. For some of you that don't know that word, cost to someone else, then we definitely need to refrain. If it's not hurting or harming anyone or anything else, then it's probably acceptable power and control to obtain. So think about it, power and control. If it's not going to hurt somebody else, let's go ahead and try to grab it, control our own circumstances. If it is going to negatively affect somebody else, probably shouldn't be doing it. All right, that brings us to this week's quote of the week, which is, you simply cannot control the actions of others in life. You can, however, control how you choose to process, that's how we think things through, others' actions and how we respond to it. So much of life is not about other people, it's about us, how we process, how we control and handle situations. That brings us to this week's Jellybean Question of the Week winners, who are Rowan Ray, Rory Peterson, Sheree Callahan, Logan Guyman, and Lorelei Dries. The answer to last week's question of the week was the word or. This week's Jellybean question of the week is, I am an insect. And the first part of my name is the name of another insect. What am I? If you think you know, submit your answer to the Bob box no later than Friday. All right, Bobcats, let's go out and make it a great week at the Helena Middle School.